The lineup is now more complete, as news came around that Crushstation and Lumberjack have made it to the Orange County Fair, and now 5 trucks are ready to do battle for the next 2 shows here at the legendary House of Power. Cooler temperatures, more trucks, and more fans have greeted Orange County Fair Speedway today, as we have 5 trucks this time and a slightly different change to the track, more freestyle obstacles, and a better layout, as that middle ramp has been steepened, got some more moisture on the track, and full-on side-by-side racing returns after different timed racing yesterday, and Lumberjack and Crushstation have made it to Orange County. Now 5 trucks will be competing here tonight, as yesterday there was only 3 because of them thrashing on Crushstation to get it done. Now they're here, and the fans also have really packed the Orange County Fair this time. Yesterday crowds were a little bit empty, but towards the end they were picking up, but now it is a full packed house, and we are ready to kick things off very soon. And many more sorts of entertainment is also shown here at Orange County, and free t-shirts as well, and maybe some water. And now coming up in just a little bit, we're going to get ready for some skills competition action with the 5 monsters here at Orange County. And this time it's a t-shirt. The fans are getting ready for the monster truck action to start. And the skills competition is now underway. Cliff Bowell, Virginia Giant, back and ready for more. Nice start. Got a couple hits left. Looking for what else to hit. He might hit that racing lane again. He might go for something else. Who knows? And keep in mind, they also have one more show after this one. So they both want to win, but also they want to make sure that their equipment is not too tore up before the next day. Larger error that time, and that's a nice little run there for Cliff. But knowing him, he usually does a 3rd hit as well in the skills competition, so definitely going to give the fans a little bit of something extra. And once again, for this show, with this show, they will announce who wins based off of a cheer-off for both skills and freestyle. Unlike the last night of action where we had to come up with the winners from what we saw, but this time, now we get clear winners, and we will give it to you when we get the information. All right, next up, be aware. Ted Millard filling in for his wife, who is expected to have a child very, very soon. So he's taking over the driving duties here at Middletown and possibly the next upcoming shows. A little start there on that racing lane. And now he's going to slide right around, looking for his next obstacle. Looks like he's going for that middle ramp, and it does look steeper than yesterday, as yesterday it was very, very dusty, so it didn't have a lot of traction. Oh, and really big air there. Ted Millard really airing out that bad boy. Yesterday they would hit that ramp, but it was just way too dusty, and it wasn't really packed. So they were barely getting any air on it. But as you saw, with the ramp now being constructed perfectly this time, you just see him get some really sick air, and that's going to definitely boost his chances in getting the skills win. And now we're moving up to our next contender here in the skills competition, and it's the one who won last time. Bill Brookman Jr. in Shockwave, ready to try to go and get a 2nd in a row skills win here at Orange County. We're going to see how he does here. And I think I know exactly what he will start off with, as he's so far been the only one that's been really nailing the nose wheelies here. Everyone else has been relatively avoiding those jersey barriers. But knowing Bill, he is eyeing that up, and he's going to go for it right out of the gate. As he shoots the truck around, and yep, he's going right for that jersey barrier. And he's going to try to go for some nose wheelies here for the skills challenge.
Get ready, he's going right for the stoppie. Get your cameras up, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. Here him on.
Great balance on the front tires. And he's going to keep that going. Oh, he even tried to pull it in reverse, just didn't have a lot of momentum when he went in reverse, trying to maybe play it safe. And a really good hit from that middle ramp. And now I believe the fans are definitely thinking that could win, but we actually still have 2 trucks left, and it's from Bottom Feeder Motorsports. Up next, Zach Woodjack and Crushstation. As I believe originally Craig was supposed to be here, but Zach filling in. Nice start, a little slap wheelie. Because now he tries to get one more hit in. He was originally going to drive Lumberjack, believe it or not, I believe, as we saw the schedule of drivers. And here comes Donuts here trying to pull it off. Nice donuts there for Zach and Crushstation. Might not take the lead, but though he put on a really great start, but he's got a little bit of issues there with the fuel pump. They're going to get that fixed quickly, and he should be back by the racing competition. So he's going to steer that truck with them towing him in the front. We got one last competitor. Gage Bursey in Lumberjack. His first time driving Lumberjack here at Middletown, and the first time he's been here. As he looks like he's going to go for that middle ramp.
Get ready, here he comes, Lumberjack. Now he's going to go back around the other way.
Looks like he wasn't ready to hit it just yet. He's going to turn around, and he still has 2 hits. He did not use that first hit since he didn't floor it and didn't mean to hit it. And yep, Gage is first time in this Lumberjack truck, so he's got to try to learn the ways of this machine and feel out what's different compared to the other ones he's driven. Definitely a little bit to get used to. And that's some nice air to start it off. One more hit to go.
Lumberjack coming around. Here's Bursey.
Gage now going back for that middle ramp. And this time he is ready to hammer it. Get some nice air with that.
Give it up for Gage, guys.
And now we await the word on who won that competition, as we heard from the cheer-off, and we recorded it.
Gage coming back around, here he comes. Let him hear it. Let's see if these guys are going to hit it again. Now he's going to come out with 2 hits.
For the second time in a row, it's Bill Brookman Jr. and Shockwave. He gets the skills win here at Orange County. And we're going to get ready for our next competition very soon. Yesterday was timed racing because of the shortened field, but the return of side-by-side racing, old school style, here at Middletown is coming up next.
Good hit on the car. Nice job.
Get the best parts all in one place. Barron's Performance Warehouse. From Big Nell, VP Racing, BSC radiators, Panel Fast, and more, Barron's will get you quality parts for your next race. Barron's Performance Warehouse, located in Florida, New York, or shop online at barrons.com. Take a look at the best of the monster trucks in one place, allmonster.com. Take a look at some incredible highlights and exclusive clips, and check out the all-new revamped allmonster.com podcast. Allmonster.com, where monsters are what matters. Welcome back to Orange County, as now we're kicking things old school with side-by-side, head-to-head racing, as we have our first matchup staging up very soon. It's Ted Millard in Be Aware versus Cliff Fowle in Virginia Giant. Here, round one in the racing competition. It's going to be a close one, but it is Cliff Fowle in Virginia Giant picking up the win. Now coming up, it is going to be Zach Richardback and Crushstation going off against Gage Bursey in a Lumberjack. Bottom feeder Motorsports racing at Middletown. It is all Zach Richardback and Crushstation. Fantastic pass as he moves on to the next round. Coming up next, it is going to be a bye run for Bill Brookman Jr. in Shockwave, as he gets to go as fast as he wants or slow as he wants. He knows he automatically advances into the semifinals, so he doesn't have to do a lot. But in the semifinals, also getting word Ted Millard, his teammate in Be Aware, will return in the racing competition. And yeah, you can see they also added the rollers in the racing track to add a little bit of a rhythm section. Again, this track is pretty it's like an old school look for Orange County this year, going back to the roots, the old school drag strip racing. Ted Millard, Be Aware. Zach Richardback, Crushstation. Winner goes to the final round here in our racing competition. And a really good start there for Zach. Zach is on a roll in Crushstation. He moves to the final round. Beautiful pass. Now we have Bill Brookman Jr., Shockwave, Cliff Fowle, Virginia Giant. Winner will face Zach Richardback, Crushstation in the final round. As they line up and they're getting ready for their race. Waiting for that green flag to wave. Nice start for Cliff. Shockwave coming back though. Coming down to the line. Although the official said Shockwave, Cliff Fowle and Virginia Giant did win that race. And now we move on to the championship. Cliff Fowle, Virginia Giant, Zach Richardback, Crushstation. Winner will get the racing win here at Middletown. And they are staging up and getting ready here for this racing championship round. Now they're slowly lining up. We're getting ready to go racing. Everyone anticipating that green flag. Here we go. Crushstation with the win at Middletown. The first official championship race since 2023 at the track. And Zach gets the opportunity to bring himself to the winner's circle here at his first appearance.
Here we go.
And now we're getting ready to wrap it up in a big way. 5 trucks going out with a bang in freestyle. Welcome back to the Orange County Fair here at Middletown as we're getting ready for freestyle. As Ted Millard, Be Aware, is going to be first up in this competition. And once again, we want to shout out Tour of Destruction for helping put this show together here for Middletown this year. And as we've seen from Ted Millard, he is no stranger to really throwing it down just like that. Some really good air there. I think he really likes that ramp. I think that might be the steepest ramp they have there. And they can really launch those trucks. Ted having a good run. Easy, easy. Oh, that could have went catastrophic if he turned a little too much to the right. Sets it back down, and now he gets back into it. Back for those crush cars. Man, he's really putting on a good run. I like the momentum. He's making noise, and he's getting air just like that. Again, he really loves hitting that ramp, and you can see he's getting some really good air and some really good distance off that jump. And as of this point, this must be the biggest air we've gotten all weekend. But again, we still have Sunday to go through. Another big air there on the other side. And now that he came towards us, you could really see how much air he is getting off of that middle ramp. Ted Millard, Be Aware, great way to start off the freestyle competition as he got some really good air, really great momentum, a little save in the middle of the run. Wraps it up by going over those crush cars to park the truck for the night, and we get ready for our next run to come. It's his teammate, Bill Brookman Jr. Shockwave, ready to go for his freestyle run. He won last time. Can he do it again? Nice start for Bill. Some really good air off of that middle ramp, of course. Rolling over the crush cars and getting ready for his next jump. And yeah, they really improved the track here for Saturday. And racing was fun. Skills had moments. And of course, now we're in freestyle. And you can see they're starting to get some pretty good moments here now that they fully watered the track down and added extra obstacles. And Bill trying to challenge his teammate to try to get a second double down, because remember, he won the skills competition earlier today, so he could do this for a second time in a row if he throws down a good run. And so far he's got some really good hits. Slow it down just a little bit. And I do believe he's going to try to get a nose wheelie here. And that's a little bit too much momentum there. He rolled too quickly. Didn't have enough time to really stab it. Did he get some good air? Oh, and I think the rear might have got a little messed up. You saw that thing just twitch like that. And from what I'm seeing right now, you can see those rear tires. They don't look like they're pulling. I think he only has front drive. Could be one tire or it could be the whole thing. As he's going to slowly turn around. I think he wants to try to do a nose wheelie again. Though I don't think it's possible, because it looked like the truck was damaged. As he's going to still try to go for it. Yeah, that truck is damaged. You saw those tires. They just did not want to cooperate. And it looks like that is going to do it there for Bill Brookman Jr. as Shockwave. And he might not get the double down here today, but we'll see what happens when we get to that cheer off. All right, coming up next, Greg Bursey. In his first time in Lumberjack, he's going to go freestyle.
Here we go, Lumberjack, guys. Encourage them. Make noise for Lumberjack. Let's get them going here.
Nice start. Still getting used to the Lumberjack truck, as he's not driven this chassis yet. Slows up a little bit. He's going to try to back up. He also is going to try to get used to turning in these tight areas, because with Middletown, especially in that corner, turning on this track is pretty difficult, as you really have to sling that truck around with a lot of horsepower and a lot of grip so you can really get to your next hit. But he is getting some pretty good air off of that dirt hill. Nice off the crush cars. Going to his next obstacle. Goes to a nice area where you can really turn around. It looks like right in that area you could really get a nice turn, but once you get to either turn 1 or turn 4, usually that's where you really got to sling that truck around to get that turn proper. And he'll go the long way around as he gets ready for his next hit. Greg Bursey in the GMC Lumberjack off the racing lane. He's got a little more power this time. I think he's getting used to this truck now. Yeah, I think he's now starting to get fired up. Again, sometimes it can take a little bit of time to really get used to it. And then once you get used to that truck, you could really start getting some very good runs in. As he got 2 really good hits, as he's starting to get used to Lumberjack. And hopefully by tomorrow he could also adjust a few things, and the truck will be 110% by the last show here in Middletown. Because remember, we're not done yet. We still got one more to go, rain or shine, for Sunday. Getting some really decent hits, especially with that dirt hill still holding up. As with yesterday, that dirt hill didn't even look like a dirt hill. It just looked like a pile of dirt by the end of it, as it was so dusty and not really watered. And yep, it's still holding up great. And he's going to park it right there. Great job for his first time in Lumberjack. Greg Bursey pulling up a really good run for his first time out in that truck. All right, coming up next, it's Cliff Powell, Virginia Giant, no stranger to victory here at Middletown. Cliff looking to try to get a win here today. Came pretty close in the racing competition. Skills had a decent run to start things off, but here in freestyle, we've seen him do really, really well here at Middletown for the several runs that he has done here. And now with a slightly different track, he's looking to try and get some really larger air now that we have a lot more of a tacky surface. Went into an odd spot, plays it smart, backs up, and he gets ready for his next hit. Cliff has been around for quite some time here in the monster trucks. And a Virginia Giant, he's been driving for several years now after taking over the operations. And he's been doing really good ever since. Sliding that truck all the way around as he gets ready for his next set of hits. Cliff Powell, Virginia Giant. Does a little crazy spin right there and goes right for the racing lane. Nice little change of pace there for Cliff. And goes right back for that first wall of steel car that they used yesterday. And now, he'll park it right there. Great run there for Cliff, as it's going to be pretty close between him and Ted as we get ready for our last freestyle of the evening. And that belongs to Zach Ridgenback, Crushstation, your racing winner, as he is another driver who could go for the double down. And he is going to try to attack it here at Middletown. Crushstation is back after many years of being away in Middletown. I believe the last time this truck was here at the Orange County Fair Speedway, might be wrong, but it might have been either 2012 or 2013. One of those years. And it was a completely different promoter, and of course it was the old man Craig Ridgenback and Crushstation in that truck. But Zach, he's doing a good job. He already has some really decent hits, trying to challenge both Cliff and Ted. Because those two, I believe, definitely are in contention after their runs. But Zach can add his name to the bowl if he continues to have a great run here. And he's getting some really good air, even off of little hills. Crushstation, already a fan favorite at Middletown. As soon as the introductions were happening, already noise was being heard, and then once the skills competition happened, fans were really starting to cheer for Crushstation. And then the racing competition happened. Zach got the win, and now Zach made a lot more fans here today for Bottom Feeder Motorsports. And he's having a really, really great run. He's got some really good air. Continuing on this full run, he's just having a great, great run here at Middletown. Looking to try to keep this thing going. And hits the Jersey barrier. No one's hit the Jersey barrier like that in freestyle yet, so that is a new hit. That's definitely going to help him. Some more really good air, and he's going to sling it up. Zach Ridgenback and Crushstation. Great freestyle, and now we wait to see who got it. And he will get the double down. It is Crushstation getting the majority of the wins here on the Saturday evening event. Zach Ridgenback, Crushstation, with racing and freestyle under his belt here in his first appearance at Middletown. And now we get ready for one more show. As our next episode, we come back one last time for the monster trucks at Middletown. Good night, everybody.